Okay, I just wanted to explain a few things about this video. This was recorded back in 2005, and the pregnant woman's name was Elise Harp, and she did some advertising for this place called goldenpalace.com. And at the time, when I found these videos, I wasn't using this computer. I was using an older computer, a Windows XP, if I remember correctly. And it was playing out. I mean, the computer itself would cut off. I couldn't hardly do anything with it. In fact, during this video, you'll see several times where the video cuts off. It was a struggle because I was trying to record this thing using an old VHS camera recorder that was partially broken, so this was a pain to record, if I remember correctly. And I thought about, putting this up on YouTube, but I thought the quality wasn't good enough. But I took a second look at it, and it's not that bad, all things considered. So, while it's not the best, it's better than having nothing, because I cannot find any of these videos anywhere. They don't exist. Golden Palace doesn't have it on its website anymore. I cannot find a single video of Elise Harp's pregnancy when she was doing this pregnant belly advertising. So if there's anyone out there that does have these videos in their collection or knows where we can find them, please let us know, because as far as I know, this is the only place you'll be able to see them. So for what it's worth, here is Elise Harp at goldenpalace.com advertising on her very pregnant belly. Enjoy, and again, sorry for the quality.
But another attraction drew a whole lot of attention today as well. Karen Graham joins us now live from Daytona with more. Karen, how's it going?
It's going very well, and you know what, Lisa? You really have to give Elise Harp a lot of credit. Remember, this is the Roswell woman who auctioned off her very pregnant tummy on eBay. Well, today, that walking belly billboard went to work. Things move so fast during a race, capturing it all on film can be tough. But occasionally, a NASCAR fan can snap a shot of their favorite driver, or the pregnant lady walking around with her belly exposed. And the look on most of the faces say it all.
Where's my camera when I need it?
What do you think of that?
Well, we have freedom of speech here, so whatever anybody wants to do is fine.
You have kids?
No.
If you had kids, would you walk around like that?
No, I wouldn't. I'll tell you that now.
Now, it's no coincidence that Elise Harp is in Daytona this weekend, especially with thousands of product-loyal NASCAR fans walking around.
goldenpalace.com won, and from there they just flew me down to Daytona 500 to walk around and just show my tummy. And if I could show you guys real quick, there it is. This tummy in all its glory.
It was just a test, and it worked out super well, as you know. I mean, people are just going haywire on this thing, and we're very, very happy about it. She's amazing. I mean, she's a model in the making, and she's going to be a real, big star.
Your advertising space is a lot bigger than her advertising space.
She's due for me, though. What is it? But mine's real.
The baby doesn't have a clue what's going on right now.
Oh no, she doesn't. I'm sure she probably hears the music, but she's gonna have a field day someday when she's older, and she's looking back at all of this, and she's gonna think I'm crazy.
Thank you.
You do realize, though, if Harp gets rich off of this, that baby's not going to care that her mother is crazy.
She's ready to give birth any day now. She did that on eBay. Now the temporary tattoo is in place. She's heading to Daytona Beach to meet fans and do a little bit of marketing as well.
goldenpalace.com will be flying me down to Daytona 500 where I'll be doing interviews and some photo shoots down there, and hopefully meeting lots of celebrities and just getting their company lots of promotion. So it'll be fun. It's a free trip.
Well, I said she looks like she's ready to deliver any day. She's 9 months pregnant. She hopes she won't go into labor until after this weekend. Where was your baby born? At the Daytona Speedway. She faces a lawsuit because she picked Golden Palace Casino over the top bidder, and that's a violation of eBay rules.
Everyone looks at a pregnant stomach anyway, so why not give them a real reason to live?
Every mother wants the best for her unborn baby, and 21-year-old Elise Harp is no different.
At first I was like, well, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, and then I just like, well, I'll just give it a try. So I had my brother take some pictures of me, just in my stomach, and I just posted them on the auction, and from there it just took off. And
Harp actually sold her belly on eBay to the highest bidder. goldenpalace.com paid her $8,900 to allow them to advertise on her pregnant stomach. And today it was time time to get her mini billboard in place. Don't worry, this isn't a real tattoo, it's a henna temporary tattoo. No needles are used, just this instrument, a lot like a cake frosting decorator. It's not dangerous to the baby, and will only last 2 to 3 weeks. Harp tells us she actually feels pretty good about the deal.
And I don't really feel there's anything wrong with it. I'm not hurting anyone. I'm not hurting my baby. And, you know, all I'm really doing is wearing an advertisement around. It's no different from anyone wearing like Old Navy or Gap or Tommy Hilfiger or any other logo on their shirt.
And here's the finished product. Harp is now ready for her first opportunity to show off her belly. This weekend's Daytona 500, and she's ready to greet her baby girl, slated to arrive March 30th.
Hopefully she'll see the humor in it and see how fun it is. And just think of her mom as a young entrepreneur.
In Midtown, Tiffany Cochran, 11 Alive News.
Some advertisements that are up close and oh so personal. 21-year-old Elise Harp of Georgia has something to show you what she auctioned off on eBay.
I was walking around the mall one day and I noticed that everyone was staring at my stomach. So from there, it's just like, I might as well give them a real reason to look at my stomach.
So after seeing this guy get a whopping $37,000 for renting his forehead, she rented her pregnant belly to goldenpalace.com, an online gambling site. The one-time model then modeled her new belly at the Daytona 500.
Actually, I did it because as I'm a single mother, my child's father left me within days of finding out I was pregnant, and I honestly needed the money.
With a story may have you doing a double take.
A 21-year-old mom-to-be has auctioned off her pregnant belly as advertising space to the highest bidder, and now that mom has that ad tattooed on her belly. So we figured it's a good time to ask, what was she thinking? Elise Harp joins us now from Daytona Beach, Florida. Elise, good morning to you. Good to see you.
Good morning.
And congratulations.
How are you
You're
guys?
8 months pregnant. We're well,
Thank you.
thanks. Tell me, you thought this was a good idea because?
Well, I'm a single mother, and I needed the extra money to buy my daughter's baby necessities like car seat, bottle, stroller, all that stuff. So when I saw the guy who advertised his forehead on eBay, I saw it on the news, and I figured that if he could do it, I could do it. I'm not going to be hurting anyone, not going to be hurting my baby. So I figured I'd just give it a try, and I'd be happy with, I would think I'd be happy with about like $100 suited.
Wow.
So where do you, how do I say this, where do you display your belly?
We're going to be walking, right now we're down in Daytona, Florida, and we're going to be walking around at Daytona 500, and from there I'm going to be walking around just, with my belly exposed, and it's going to have the goldenpalace.com written on there, and that's the winning company, obviously, so
Well,
that's
Elise,
about it, just be walking around.
what did your friends and family think when you told them you were going to do this?
At first they were all like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? I can't believe you. But then after they started seeing like the news broadcasts and just seeing like all the positive reaction I've been getting, they started, supporting me and just like, you're not hurting anyone. So, just as long as you have fun and, you're making extra money for doing nothing. So we support you. And that's pretty much it.
And we should point out that this is not a traditional tattoo. This is a removal of henna, so there's no harm to the baby.
Oh,
Right?
yes. Oh, yeah, it's a temporary tattoo, or a temporary henna tattoo, and it'll be off in about like 2 weeks.
And there's the money shot. We were about to ask you. Wow, okay.
Some people say you can tell whether it's a boy or girl by the way you're carrying. I don't know if the sign is part of that. I'm not doing with this question here. Is it a boy or girl?
I'm having a little girl. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Have you ever thought about how you're going to tell her this story someday?
I was watching the news one night and I saw the guy who advertised his forehead on eBay, and I figured that if he could do it, I could do it. And since everyone stares at a pregnant tummy anyway, I figured I'd give them a real reasonable look. The winning amount was $8,900, and obviously goldenpalace.com won. We're going to be going down to Daytona 500 and advertising their logo company down there. At first everyone was like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Like my family and friends, but after a while they started, they just kind of warmed up to the idea, and then I started seeing the newscast. Everyone thinks it's such a cute idea, and I've gotten so much support from like random strangers now, and they just think it's a great idea. I feel huge. This is definitely different from what I'm normally used to. So, but I don't mind being walking billboard. It's fun.
Okay, it's nice, but it's right now.
Yeah, but that's the whole point. It's more billboard space. pretty cool idea. I mean, if anybody's willing to pay this much money for advertising, then hey, more power to you. I would do it personally.
I think it's real interesting. I think it's a good thing. I mean, she wants to make money off, from her pregnancy. That's good. That's fine.
I think it's beautiful, and
Well, initially, I auctioned off my pregnant belly on eBay for advertising space, and then from there, after that, we went to Daytona 500, and then GoldenPalace.com ended up contacting me again and asking me if they could sponsor my daughter's birth, and of course, I was like more than happy to, work with them again because it was so much fun the first time.
How do you feel?
I am very tired right now. I'm at the end of my pregnancy, and I'm just waiting to give birth.
Why would you do this?
Well, I mean, you only give birth to your first child once, and it's going to be very tasteful, and it's going to be fun, and it'll be a great memory. So, it'll be something that we can always look back on, and, I didn't want pictures from when I was in the delivery room, so what better way than having a professional crew there?
What do you plan to do with all of this money?
I'm gonna use the money to buy a car. I'm gonna, buy more baby necessities like diapers and extra formula and stuff like that. Just anything that she needs, so the extra money will help out no matter what the circumstance.
What kind of plans do you have in the hospital where you can pay?
Well, when I get down to the hospital, I'm gonna be getting an epidural, and I'm gonna be anything I can to make sure I feel no pain and just hopefully get over with as soon as possible.
Are you nervous about all this at all?
I'm nervous about actually giving birth. I'm just, I'm afraid that I'm going to feel pain, even though I have the epidural and everything, but I'm afraid of that. I'm having a little girl, and I'm going to name her Mariah Ashley Nicole, and I'm just very excited. It's exactly what I wanted. I wanted a little girl. It's perfect.
Okay, be careful. You want to get?
Yeah, we're gonna have to call.
I think everyone's loving it.